Lately in the sneaker space, there's a growing interest in off-the-wall silhouettes and concepts. There's also a huge push in the fashion community on more formal pieces of footwear like loafers. Now that we're in the midst of these trends, New Balance has reimagined their 1906 line as a penny loafer, combining comfort, formality, and cutting-edge style into this sneaker loafer, the 1906L. What's really good, YouTube? This is District 1 Phil, and today I will be going into the 1906L gray pair, as well as the line as a whole. But before you get into it, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bells for any updates. It helps motivate me to make more streetwear and sneaker content. I was first introduced to this silhouette when I was scouring the streetwear and sneaker blogs earlier this year in January 2024. It was first teased at Junya Watanabe's Paris Fashion Week show in January, and it made me think, no way, they did not just make a sneaker loafer. And I thought to myself, this is something that shouldn't work, but it does. Know that there have already been other colorways teased, such as the green pair, the brown and navy pair, a rich oak pair, as well as the two Junya pairs. I feel that the gray pair is probably the GOAT colorway, but I think that Junya pairs are also really nice. However, they might be out of my price range. As a caveat, however, this is why I love New Balance. There's a deep connection to heritage designs and silhouettes. However, there's a fearlessness in pursuing different silhouettes and interpretations. New Balance senior footwear designer Charlotte Lee has knocked another one out of the park. She originally did the Warp Runner as well as the 327, which has gained mass traction and appeal. But this time, she made a whole new effort here with the 1906 line, creating a whole new last for this project. So this dress shoe sneaker hybrid has all the trappings of a loafer with details of 1906 throughout. With a manufacturing code of U1906LAE and having an official color of gray, this shoe will definitely turn some heads. In terms of my copying experience for this pair, I was super blessed to have early access to concepts because I think they know that I'm a New Balance head. I bought their 998 shoe earlier last year, and so I was given a link to buy these early and secure a pair. Starting with the box here, we're met with a standard New Balance GR box, which brings me to think that this could be the GR of the year. I can't think of any other GR sneakers that have made such waves as this one. On to the toe box area, you see a gray breathable mesh from the vamp extending all the way to the top of the tongue in true loafer fashion. There is a small N logo present in the vamp area as well. Now I do like this little New Balance logo, however I do feel like that this shoe can do without it. Overall, I don't mind it. However, surrounding the vamp are panels unique to this model, but reminiscent of the 1906R. The toe panel, which curves to the medial side though, does seem to be a panel from the 1906R. On the lateral side, you see metallic panels similar to its distant cousin. No N logo here. We see more of this breathable mesh, and I can only think that this is one breezy, ventilated shoe or loafer. On the back side, you'll see what you find on a typical 1906R, with a glossy gray heel counter with NB logo in the center. For the lacing on this shoe, it doesn't come with any lacing. It's a loafer after all. What holds the tongue in place is a loafer strap which holds the foot in place. But does it perform as intended? Stay tuned for an on-feet and performance review. For the inner collar, there isn't much padding at all. Compared to the 1906R with generous mesh padding for a secure fit, this seems to be more bare bones with internal leather to provide support. For the insoles, they come with 1906L New Balance insoles, which calls specifically to this model, one which I appreciate because they could have just slapped on a 1906R insole. However, maybe it won't work because of the specific last for this shoe. All in all, however, it's a standard foam line insole with Ortholite. Onto the midsoles are infused with energy for added comfort and cushioning, and it's also been given a pre-yellowed effect for a vintage look. It's then finished off with absorb heel pods for superior cushioning. And for the outsole, it's what you'd expect for any model's derivative of the 860 V2. The traction pattern is the same, with rubber is in black, the stability web is in gray, and with this midsole-outsole combo, I'm certain it'll be a comfy ride. So in terms of sizing, I decided to go down a half a size from my true to size. I'm a true to size 8, and this is a size 7.5 here. The reason why I went with my half size down, which is actually my made in USA New Balance sizing, is because I wanted to make a point that this loafer sneaker should be snug on my foot. I know that loafers should be snug, it shouldn't be loose because there is a lack of a lacing system here. It is a bit snug in the forefoot area here, but a snug fit was what I was looking for to begin with. The reason why is because looking at previous project photos, there was a lack of an inner padding in the collar area, and I wanted to compensate that in some way. And I'm glad I did this because even with this half down sizing, it is a loafer at the end of the day, and there's naturally some heel slippage as a result of this. Last thing I want is a loafer being a little bit loosey-goosey on my foot. Now, I wouldn't be expecting myself to be running or jogging in this piece of footwear. I would really approach this piece of footwear to be a loafer first rather than a sneaker. Now, I'll be putting these on feet, so let me know what you think. In regards to aftermarket pricing, they are a little bit more than what you would pay for retail. I wouldn't say it's exorbitantly high, but if you really want it now, I feel like you should just get it now. These snowfers, these sneaker loafers, are everything I love about the sneaker game currently. There are a few releases this past year that really piqued my interest, but these really got my head thinking what's possible with footwear in this year and years to come with New Balance. I was curious about obtaining a pair of loafers anyways this year, but this truly challenges what footwear can and should be. I'm really impressed by what New Balance has done here because there's few companies with a manufacturing infrastructure as well as a creative leadership that would allow for such a model to see the light of day. And that's why I love about New Balance at the end of the day. They're a product-first company with roots in technology and comfort, but they're also willing to spread their wings a little bit. In conclusion, I think this pair is really awesome for its bold take on footwear. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think this is a novelty occasion only shoe? It's a little too off the wall for you, or it's a must-have in your collection? So this is District 1 Phil. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and I'll see you guys next time.